years ago, I started smoking when I was 13. I'm 21 now, so that was about 44 years ago. In this video, I want to talk about an essential piece of kit for you deciding to want to stop smoking and go on to vaping. This is a Micro 1 starter kit, R80 TE. Well, let's get my trusty sword. Don't try this at home, folks. This is very sharp. Yep. There we have it. SMOK. Don't know if you can see that there. There we have it. Nice black one, as I requested off the seller. Actually, I did want a black one. There's the junk. Out there. Let's see what we got here now. So we got the battery. Yes, looks nice. I can't wait to start on that. Put that to one side. Lift up the box there. We got a little booklet. So let's take a look at that little booklet first. SMOK. Next we've got a couple of instructions. Right, let's see what we've got in the box. Right. So we've got a spare glass. Yeah. We got the tank. Hold on a second. Got the tank there. Spare glass. The spare glass is actually bigger than the original tank. Oh, which is good. That's good news. So got the spare tank there. We've got the cable. Yeah. We've got an extra few bits and pieces here. There's a couple of O-rings. Inside there also, there's also a thing that's an extension, so you can use a bigger tank. So you can put a bigger tank on there, actually, a bigger glass and hold more fuel. We've got another filler top there, just in case the other one wears down. So there's quite a few things. We also got, hang on, let's get this out. We also got the spare coil. And the infamous ring, you know, the protective ring to go over to the over onto the tank there to protect it. Right, here's the original tank that's come with it, but it has a tank extension, which is that little metal thing in there to extend the coil, and also the bigger glass. So I'm actually going to change this now. Well, I'll change it in a minute. I'm going to apply it to the it first to there, so I'm going to screw this on. That goes directly onto there. Nice snug fit. So there's a kit all put together. Beautiful, beautiful. So let's have a look how the airflow goes for topping up. As you can see there, this slides over, and you can see the fill ring inside. We put the oil in into this little gap here. Yeah, and closing back up. Beautiful. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take this apart somehow. Right, I've taken this apart now. You can see it's just come directly out of there. So I'm going to try and put the extension on now to get the bigger glass in there. Let's have a look. How will this go? Right. So if I take the coil off, take the coil off, put the extension onto the extendable, so that nice and snug. Place the coil, the original coil, back on, and you can see now the coil's extended. So I'm going to take away this glass here. I'm going to swap it for the bigger glass. Yeah. Get off there, glass. Right, okay. Now it just pops on, and now I've extended. So you can see the difference there for the length. So that's going to hold quite a bit more juice, which is good, I think. And just screw it in. Yeah, it's a nice snug fit. That is nice and snug. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm liking this so far. Let's just hope it don't leak. Right, so there we have it. Charging cable. Let's check it out. I mean, these charging cables seem to be standard. I got quite a few of these from my different e-cigarettes. So I'm going to try and turn this on in a second, but we're not going to burn it yet because we need to prime the coil first with e-juice to moisture it so it's not burning dry. Hi, I'm back. I got some beautiful juice here off eBay, peanut butter. I've been looking for this in the shops for ages, could not find it, and this was a fantastic deal. Peanut butter, it is absolutely gorgeous if you like that type of thing. So now I'm just going to loosen it. I'm going to slide open the cap and I'll pour it into the side there. Yeah, making sure it goes into the little notch, not right down the centre, but I am going to put a little tiny bit in the centre just to help the coil for the first time become moist. Just slide that closed there. There we are. So before I turn it on, or before I at least vape it, I'm going to let that soak in. But to turn it on, there's buttons here. As you can see, we've got the down button and up button for changing settings. You've got the button here. I think we've got to press this 5 times. I'm going to check it out now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, nothing happened. Let me read the instructions. Oh, there we have it. I didn't turn it on correctly, but now I have. As you can see now, there's stuff on the screen. I'm not too certain what everything does, so I'm going to actually, yeah, it says battery life there on the far corner there. You've got 2/3 of battery, so the device was already semi-charged. Right, I'm just going to try some settings. Right, okay, so I've turned it on. I'm going to try and turn it off a second. Yes, I turned it off. Right, I'm going to try and turn it on again now. Hang on. Oh, no. Mode. Temp. Nope, it's still not off. This is going to take me ages to read on the toilet. More instructions. I've got to get used to this, guys. I do apologise for my, ignorance. I should have studied the manual, opened it and stuff. But I just wanted to show you opening it from the actual box, so rather than packing the goods. I'm going to try something different now. I just want to know how to turn this thing off. I want to know how to vape it. Right, I found something. If you hold the button in and you press it up or down, it changes direction. Can you see that? That's the vape. I'm going to get back to you when I've studied this a little bit. I don't know how to turn it off. Guys, I sussed it out. I sussed it out. So let's try that. Yes. I smoked because I was a little weedy kid, and in school I just wanted to fit in. So what I done, I started purchasing rolling tobacco. And I remember years ago, as I started, I rolled my first cigarette and I smoked it in the school playground behind the bike sheds where the smokers went. And I remember coughing my guts up and I was heaving. And I thought, this is terrible. But I carried on because I wanted to fit in with society and fit in with the rest of the kids. I wanted to feel like I was growing up a bit soon. So this is why I smoked. I remember forcing myself to smoke. So eventually I kept on and I created a habit. And then smoking I got used to over the next couple of weeks. And then it became addictive. After that I needed to smoke. So anyway, 44 years later, I've tried everything to give up smoking. I tried cigarette patches, I tried the spray, I tried everything, I tried just to stop. I could not stop smoking. So eventually I came across the e-cigarettes a few years ago. And I remember I purchased the skinny little e-cigarette. There was like little capsules of nicotine. I smoked them and they were not too bad. I was still failing with my giving up smoking, or stopping smoking should I say. So I would still buy rolling tobacco and smoke the rollies and try and give up. So then I stepped up to something called the IGO, I think it's called. This was a great little machine. I've had this for like almost 2 years. It's fantastic, you can see it's worn. And what I've done, I got onto this and I was smoking less and less rollies tobacco. And after about 2 years, I stepped up to something called a SMOK Vape 22. A SMOK Vape 22, and that was an amazing little machine. It gave me more power than this one. As I say, this one has lasted, like, and this is my backup little vape machine, which I stick away in the drawer and use it now and then. But I got used to the Vape 22 now, the SMOK, and I'm doing so well on that, so this is why I've actually stepped up to get this R80 TC smoke brand, you know, for hopefully for the longer battery life. Figured out how to turn it off and everything. It's on standby now, so to operate it, all I do is, as you can see, there's no lights. All I do is take a smoke. It's nice and satisfying. I think I'm going to enjoy this little machine. When I get used to it now, I get used to all the settings. When you're smoking and you stand to smoke and you're quite young, you know, you still feel healthy, you're still doing your exercises, some people, but what people don't realise is when you're smoking, all the tar builds up in your lungs. One cigarette, then another cigarette, it builds up, it builds up, it builds up, it builds up, it affects your bloodstream, affects your lungs, affects your cells and your breathing. Your body is topped up with tar. you can imagine tar slowing you down until you start feeling it on your lungs and other diseases caused by smoking and all the chemicals that's in smoking cigarettes. Me personally, I'm laying in bed after a good smoking session before I started vaping, and my throat was actually, you can feel your throat, you know, you can feel tension in your throat, soreness in your throat, and I said to myself, if I don't stop this smoking, I am going to have throat cancer. How I felt, I could feel it in myself. So I am now, like 6 months later, dedicated to smoking vape cigarettes, and let me tell you, I got no soreness in my throat, I got no heaviness in my lungs, I feel much fitter, I'm not coughing and sneezing as much as I used to, and guitar and everything. So by changing to the vaping, I've actually benefited myself healthily. Plus I used to purchase like tobacco every 3 days, a small pouch of tobacco. I'm not purchasing, you know, I'm not spending so much money on cigarettes now compared to using a vape. So it's very beneficial, vaping. If you want to, instead of a machine like this, start off with a small one. I would highly recommend, you know, the iGo 10. It is an absolutely, it's not too expensive. I think it's about 18 quid. The coils are about 6 quid for 5, and it will get you, if you're serious at stopping smoking, I would start off with one of these. But as I say, I've progressed to this now. Since I've stopped the tobacco, I've benefited. You know, I can feel it healthily. I'm happy with the outcome of this. Other people might have different effects, but this is my own personal story. The way I done it was, I laid in bed, trying to give up smoking, tried everything, and I thought, if I got used to smoking and created a habit, I forced myself to smoke, even though it was dreadful and terrible. I thought, well, let's change my mindset and create a new habit. So one day, I had a bit of tobacco left, and I had my iGo 10, and I got used to this. I forced myself to smoke this. I put about 12 milligrams of nicotine to get that nicotine fix, and I forced myself for 3 days to smoke this and not touch the tobacco. So I created a new habit, and I got rid of the old habit. So I haven't bought tobacco now for about 6 months, and I'm happy with this, and I can feel it healthy wise, beneficial wise, so it's doing me the world of good. Anyway, that's just my piece on there. As I say, there's a link in the description here if you're interested in this. I sort of had a look at loads of reviews, and I thought, this is the machine I want, the R80 TC SMOK Starter 1 kit, which comes with the tank and the battery. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.